What's up, everyone? It's Haig, and we're diving deep into the world of AI. Now, AI has the potential to be a game changer, but let's be real for a second. It can also feel like a chaotic mess sometimes. In this video, I'll break down the 3 biggest challenges holding people back in AI and the exact strategies I use to overcome them. We're talking about cutting through the hype, finding the tools that actually boost your productivity, and staying ahead of the curve without getting overwhelmed. Let's get started. First up, we've got AI tools paralysis. This is a phenomenon that many of us have experienced, especially in the fast-paced world of technology and innovation. Every day there's a new product launch, a new feature announcement, or an update that promises to change the game. The sheer volume of information can be overwhelming. And then, there's the constant benchmark pissing contest. Companies are always trying to outdo each other, showcasing how their tool is superior in some way. It's easy to get caught up in the hype cycle, wondering if you're missing out on the next big thing. The fear of missing out can be paralyzing. Think about it. Are you constantly jumping between different AI writing assistants? Each one promises to be better than the last, but do you really need all of them? Do you have 5 different image generators installed, but you only use one? It's a common scenario. We download multiple tools, thinking each will offer something unique. That's tool paralysis in action. The clutter of options can lead to frustration and indecision, making it hard to focus on the task at hand. And it's a huge productivity killer because instead of actually using these tools to get work done, you're stuck in a constant state of evaluation and comparison. This endless cycle can drain your energy and time. Here's a perfect example. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Remember when Clubhouse was blowing up? It was the talk of the town, the next big thing in social media. Everyone was saying it was the future of social media. The buzz was everywhere and people were eager to jump on the bandwagon. People were scrambling to get invitations, spending hours on the app. And then, what happened? The hype died down. People moved on. It became just another tool that didn't live up to the initial excitement. The point is, not every shiny new tool is going to revolutionize your workflow. It's important to be discerning and not get swept up in the excitement. So, how do you avoid getting stuck in this cycle of tool paralysis? It starts with a clear understanding of your needs and priorities. First, get clear on your needs. What are the specific tasks you want AI to help you with? Write them down. This will serve as your roadmap. What are the specific tasks you want AI to help you with? Write them down. This clarity will help you stay focused and avoid distractions. Next, do your research. But don't go down the rabbit hole. It's easy to get lost in endless reviews and comparisons. Set a time limit for your research. Look for tools that specifically address your needs and have a proven track record. Focus on user reviews and case studies that align with your use case. Finally, and this is important, commit to a tool for a set period. Give it a real shot, learn its ins and outs, and see how it fits into your workflow. Consistency is key. Give it a real shot, learn its ins and outs, and see how it fits into your workflow. This commitment will allow you to truly evaluate its effectiveness. Don't be afraid to ditch a tool if it's not working for you, but avoid constantly switching between different options without giving them a fair chance. The goal is to find what works best for you and stick with it. Okay, so you've identified a few AI applications that seem promising. You've done your research, read the reviews, and maybe even watched a few tutorials. You're excited about the potential these tools have to revolutionize your workflow, streamline your tasks, and maybe even spark some creativity. You're ready to integrate them into your daily routine, but then it hits you. The dreaded prompt. The moment you sit down to actually use the AI, you realize that knowing what the tool can do is one thing, but getting it to do what you want is another challenge entirely. Crafting the perfect prompt can feel like learning a whole new language. It's not just about typing in a few words and hitting enter. It's about understanding the nuances of how the AI interprets your input, and that can be incredibly daunting. You're suddenly faced with a blank text box, unsure of what words will unlock the AI's true potential. It's like staring at a blank canvas, knowing you have all the colors and brushes you need, but not knowing where to start. It's like having a superpower but no idea how to activate it. You know the AI can do amazing things, but without the right prompt, it's just sitting there, waiting for you to give it the right command. You start second-guessing yourself. Is this the right phrasing? Am I being too specific? Not specific enough? The more you think about it, the more uncertain you become. This is what I call death by prompts. It's that overwhelming feeling of being stuck, not because the AI isn't capable, but because you can't figure out how to communicate with it effectively. You spend more time tweaking and experimenting with prompts than actually getting results. It's a cycle of trial and error that can be incredibly frustrating. It's frustrating, time-consuming, and it prevents you from experiencing the true power of AI. Instead of feeling empowered, you feel defeated, as if the technology is more of a hindrance than a help. Here's the thing. Prompts are important, but they shouldn't be a barrier to entry. They are a tool to help you get the most out of the AI, not a gatekeeper that prevents you from using it. Think of it like this. You wouldn't expect to master a new language overnight, right? Learning to communicate with AI is similar. It takes time, patience, and practice. It takes time, practice, and a little bit of trial and error. Just like learning any new skill, you have to be willing to make mistakes and learn from them. The same goes for AI prompts. The more you practice, the better you'll get at crafting them. And as you improve, you'll start to see the AI's true potential unfold. Start by keeping it simple. Don't overcomplicate things right from the start. A clear, straightforward prompt is often more effective than a complex one. Clearly state what you want the AI to do. Be direct and specific, but don't worry about getting it perfect on the first try. Don't be afraid to use examples. Sometimes, showing the AI what you want is more effective than trying to explain it in words. In fact, showing the AI what you want is often more effective than trying to explain it in words. Visual aids, examples, and clear instructions can make a big difference. And here's a pro tip. Break down complex tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of overwhelming the AI with a huge request, give it smaller, more specific tasks. Instead of asking the AI to write a whole blog post, start with an outline. This way you can guide the AI step by step, ensuring that each part of the task is done correctly. Then, use the AI to help you flesh out each section. By breaking the task down, you make it easier for the AI to understand and execute your requests. Remember, you're collaborating with the AI, not competing with it. The goal is to work together to achieve the best possible results. With practice and patience, you'll find that crafting effective prompts becomes second nature, and the AI will become an invaluable tool in your arsenal. Chapter 3. Update Suffocation. We've talked about identifying useful AI tools and getting over the hurdle of prompt engineering. These are crucial steps in leveraging AI to its fullest potential. But as we dive deeper into the AI landscape, there's another challenge that many of us face. The AI world is constantly evolving, and it's evolving at a pace that's sometimes hard to keep up with. Every day, there's a new breakthrough, a new tool, or an update that promises to revolutionize the way we work. New updates, new features, new algorithms. It's a lot to keep up with, right? Each update brings with it a promise of better performance, more capabilities, and enhanced user experience. But with these promises come the challenges of adaptation. You check your favorite AI tool one day and suddenly the interface is different. The buttons you used to click are no longer where they used to be. The features you relied on have been moved or replaced. A new update promises to be 10 times more powerful, but now you have to relearn everything. The learning curve can be steep, and the time you spend getting up to speed can feel like a setback. This constant influx of updates can feel like you're suffocating under the weight of progress. It's like being in a race where the finish line keeps moving further away. You're just getting comfortable with a tool, and bam, it changes. The familiar becomes unfamiliar, and the cycle of learning starts all over again. It's like trying to hit a moving target, and it can lead to update fatigue. The sheer volume of changes can be overwhelming, making it hard to stay motivated and engaged. You start ignoring updates altogether, sticking with what you know, even if it means missing out on new features and improvements. This can be a double-edged sword. While it provides temporary relief, it can also lead to stagnation. Here's the key. You don't need to be on the bleeding edge of every single update. It's important to find a balance between staying current and maintaining productivity. It's okay to be a little behind. Sometimes, waiting for the initial bugs to be ironed out can save you a lot of headaches. Instead of trying to absorb every new feature immediately, focus on understanding the core functionality of the tools you use. Master the basics, and you'll find that many updates are just enhancements to what you already know. Once you have a solid foundation, you can then pick and choose which updates are relevant to your workflow. Not every update will be essential, and it's okay to be selective. Think of it like upgrading your phone. You don't need to buy every new model that comes out, right? You wait for the features that matter to you. You upgrade when there's a compelling reason, a new camera feature you'll actually use, a significant performance boost, or maybe your old phone is just on its last legs. The same logic applies to AI tools. You don't need to jump on every new update. Evaluate the benefits, consider the learning curve, and decide if it's worth the investment of your time and energy. The same principle applies to AI tools. Upgrade strategically, not impulsively. By doing so, you can stay productive and avoid the feeling of being overwhelmed by constant change. Outro. So there you have it. 3 major challenges in the world of AI, and more importantly, how to overcome them. Remember, AI is a tool, and like any tool, it takes time and practice to master. Don't get bogged down by the hype, overwhelmed by prompts, or suffocated by updates. Focus on your needs, experiment, and find what works best for you. If you found this helpful, check out my AI playlist next. See you on the next video. In the meantime, have a great one.